Hello and welcome to the definitive Zelda tier list video. This is purely based on facts. There are no opinions here. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry if my opinions differ from yours, but we're gonna go. I should have put my camera over there, but I didn't. So we're gonna do that. How's that? All right, we're gonna start off. I haven't played all of these. I've played most of them. I technically played this, but I'm not gonna rank it, as I mostly wanted to do the main games. But we'll just start off here with Breath of the Wild. Where do I put you? You're difficult. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's peak. But would I put it in SS? I think so. It changed the series. It literally is like, what's the word I'm looking for? It literally inspired like all of the open world games that came after it. It changed the entire like genre. So I'm gonna put it in SS. You know what? We're gonna restart because I don't like SS. I think that's stupid. We're gonna get rid of SS. On the fly, in the video. Delete. S. It's S tier. It changed the entire genre. Next up, Triforce Heroes. It's a game. Honestly, I think it's a little underrated. I really enjoy Triforce Heroes. I've only played it once. And it's kind of hard to play these days unless you have friends in person with 3DSs. But it's very fun, you know. I think it got pretty bad reviews when it came out, and I think it's a little underrated. I would put it in C tier. I can't put it above that. I think there are some fun ideas. I love the outfits and all that, but it's not incredible, but it's like not bad. That's kind of how I see it. I don't have much to say on that one, to be honest with you. A Link Between Worlds. It's kind of hard. I'm gonna put it in A. I don't want to. Listen, the thing is that I could put almost all of these in S tier because I love Zelda. We're gonna put it in A for now. We might move shit around. You don't know. You never know. But we're gonna put it in A for now. Link Between Worlds is really good. I've actually only played it through twice, I think. Like when it first came out. But it's really, really good. I think the morphing into walls and stuff was a really cool idea, and it was a sequel to A Link to the Past. Kind of. It's like the same map and everything. It's a really good game. I think I would put it in A tier. Skyward Sword. I'm also putting Skyward Sword in A tier. I do not accept Skyward Sword slander. If you saw my other video, you'd know this. Skyward Sword is a really good game with I think a really, really sweet story. One of my favorite Zeldas, like Princess Zelda. My favorite Princess Zelda, potentially ever. She's just such a sweet little cinnamon roll, and so is Link. I think it's a really good game that gets a lot of hate, and it has the motion controls, whatever. If they didn't work for you, I'm sorry, but I didn't have any problem with them personally. And what was I gonna say? Oh, the dungeons. The dungeons are like legitimately some of the best in the entire franchise. Some of the best. Yeah, it's so good. And I think it has a good story. I don't know if that's like a unpopular opinion to have. It probably isn't. I think it has one of the best stories in a Zelda game. One of the most cohesive ones, I guess. But yeah, A tier. Next up. Okay, I haven't beaten this game. I'm gonna put it in unplayed. I have played it. I don't think I've played it enough to truly give it a ranking. However, this next one, Phantom Hourglass, I have, and I'm putting it in D. My issue with these games is that I hate the stylus, having to move Link with stylus. The controls are horrible. It is so bad. I hate them a lot. And I can't even say the game itself is bad. Like if they re-released them and changed the control method, I think I would really like them. But purely based on controls, I have to put it in D tier, which hurts me because you'll see later that it's kind of one of my favorite Zelda universes in that, game. So, yeah. Let's continue on. Twilight Princess. I am not the biggest fan of Twilight Princess. I think it's a really great game. It has some really good temples, but it also has some temples I really don't like. And I also hate the Twilight Zones. They're not fun to me. I like the Twilight Temple, like the Twilight when you actually go to the Twilight Realm and near the end of the game. I like that. I don't like the bug stuff, killing the bugs and getting the tears. I think it's so obnoxious and not fun. But there are stuff in the game that I really do like. Like Midna is incredible. She's the best sidekick in any Zelda game. It's not even close. She's the best one. Link and Zelda in that game are great. Zelda's a little boring. You don't see her very much. But Link's really great. And there are some good characters, but there are also some, a lot of the temples that I don't love that much. The only ones in that game that really stand out to me are I can't even think of the name of it, the ice dungeon with the Yetis. I really love that one. It's probably my favorite one in the game. And then Hyrule Castle is really cool at the end in Twilight Princess. It's just like, I like the scale of it. It feels so huge and gigantic. You don't actually spend that much time there, but it's just like a spectacle to see. So there are some I really like, there are some I really don't. Arbiter's Grounds is another one I like a lot, and I love the spinner. And another point towards Twilight Princess is it has one of the best item pools for Link in the series, I think. I love the ball and chain. I love the spinner, even though it's mostly useless after you get out of the Arbiter's Grounds. Yeah. What else about Twilight Princess? I don't know. The fishing pond's really pretty. The fishing pond's really pretty. I don't know if I can say much more than that. I mean, I've played it many, many times. This is actually for the original GameCube version. I wonder if the remake is also on here. Yeah, it is. But I don't know if we necessarily need to do the remakes, and the remake is better, but I don't know. We can continue on though. Minish Cap. I love Minish Cap. Where do I put you? People are going to be so mad, I think, at the Twilight Princess is in B. Minish Cap's going to A. Minish Cap is potentially my favorite 2D Zelda game. I just love it. I played it a couple times. I replayed it recently when it came to Switch Online, and then I played it on I think I played it first time on Wii U Virtual Console, actually. It's just so good. Like, the shrinking, the music... The freaking what's his name? The hat. I love him. I can't think of his name. I'm really bad with names. I think it's a really charming game with good dungeons and a cute story and a peak Zelda design, and also the villain's really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in A. I genuinely do I put it above A Link Between Worlds? This is hard. I've never done this. I've never done a tier list before. This is hard. We'll keep it there for now. We'll see if it changes. Next up, Four Swords Adventures. This, I'm going to put it in C. I think it's better than Triforce Heroes. And I think it's a good game. It's just so hard to actually, get a group together to play it these days. I would love if it got put on the GameCube Virtual Console and the Switch 2. I think that would give it a new lease on life. It's this fun game. It's pretty short, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm gonna put Four Swords because I have a lot of the same issues with Four Swords Adventures that I do with Four Swords. It's pretty short, and that's okay. But that, along with it being kind of hard to actually set up and play these days, kind of puts it a little lower for me. I do like the multiplayer Zelda games, and I want more of them. I think they could do really fun stuff with a multiplayer Zelda game, and they have, but I don't think any of them are the same tier as the single player ones up here. Alright, next. People who know me know where this is going. The Wind Waker. I'm just kidding. It's the greatest Zelda game ever made. It's my favorite Zelda game. It was not my first Zelda game, but it is my favorite Zelda game ever. Just everything about it. The dungeons, the art style, the story, Link himself being a complete badass. He's not even the hero. He's not even like the chosen one. He has to prove himself to the gods to prove that he can do it. Like, he is the littlest badass ever. He's so awesome, and I just love the whole pirate theme too. I love pirates and stuff like that. So Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game of all time. It's not close. It's my favorite game of all time. I love it, and we're gonna just take HD and put it up here too. HD is better than the original, but they're both peak. What can I say? Also, I don't know if it's the best music in the franchise, but man, it's close. It is close. So those are both up there in S tier. They're my favorite games of all time. HD is better, I think, purely because of the Swift sale, and they made the Triforce Hunt a little less annoying. But yeah. Alright, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. We're going to kind of put these ones together. These are really good games. Where would I put them, though? A is going to be really full, I think. These games are fantastic. I think I always kind of bundle them as one. I know they're different, but I feel like you don't get the full experience unless you play both of them. I actually played them for the first time ever when they came to Nintendo Switch Online on the Game Boy. I think that's what they are, right? They're Game Boy games, yeah. These are really fun games. I think the whole mechanic with the ages and the going back in time and forward in time and then the seasons, I think it's really cool. I think the story's fun in these. I like that they connect. And they have really good like dungeons. They're really fun. I think they're a little underrated. I would love a remake, like a modern remake of these games. Hopefully they sell them as one bundle and not two different games like, you know, the Pokemon thing that they do sometimes. But yeah, these are really good games. I don't have much to say on them besides that, but I think they're very good, and you should definitely play them if you haven't. Next up, Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is S tier. Everyone knows that. I'd probably put it... That's hard. I would put it... Where would I put it? Would I rather play Breath of the Wild than Majora's Mask right now? I'm going to say Majora's Mask. This could change. This whole thing could change except for Wind Waker. Wind Waker never changes. It's always the number one. Ocarina of Time, also S tier. Probably right behind Wind Waker. Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game. And I still love it to this day. I've played it probably more than any other Zelda game, actually. I play it a ton. And I just have fun with it every time. People say, I've heard some people say that it hasn't aged well. Yeah, they're wrong. It has aged really well. It's still such an incredible game, even if you play the original on the N64. It's incredible. It deserves everything that it got. And, you know, like a lot of people talk about how, you know, some people will say that it's like the greatest game of all time. I don't necessarily think it's the greatest game of all time, but you have to look at like when it came out, right? It came out in 1998. For 1998, yeah, I think it was the best game of all time when it came out. But that, you know what? That's just me. It's very good. Link's Awakening. That's not where it's going. I love Link's Awakening. I think it's gonna go in A. All the way up here. I really love Link's Awakening. One of my first Zelda games. I had it on the Game Boy. I love the whole... I've seen this about like all of them. I just love all Zelda games and everything they're about. I love that it's like in a dream. There's a lot of like theories about Link's Awakening that are really interesting, and it has great dungeons. And yeah, that's mostly what I have to say about it. Is the remake on here? It is. The remake's great. I would pay the remake over the original. I know that's might be... Can I not move it? There we go. That might be a hot take. I don't think I think the remake's great. I like how it looks. I like that they look like little toys. I think they're adorable. Yeah, alright. A Link to the Past. It's gotta be S tier. It's one of the... It's like the OG, you know? I mean, it's not the OG, but it is like the Zelda game that is a lot of people's favorites. It has to be S tier. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I do love A Link to the Past. I don't think I like it more than any of these games, but I do love it, and I understand why. It's a lot of people's favorite game ever made. The Adventure of Link. I have beaten this game. This game is brutal. I truly don't think it's a bad game, but it's not a great Zelda game, I guess. We'll put it in C tier. It's like the Dark Souls of Zelda games. It's so hard. It is so hard. But when you watch someone that's like, and I'm not this person, but if you like watch gameplay of it from someone that's like perfected it, it's incredibly impressive to watch. It like blows my mind. It's very cool. I beat this game on the Switch with the rewind feature. So not that impressive, but I have beaten it. The OG Legend of Zelda. Where would I put you? I think you're going in A tier. There's gonna be a lot in A tier. I'm gonna move you up though. Where am I gonna put you? You can stay there actually. Twilight Princess HD. You're just gonna go back and be. I'm so sorry for Twilight Princess fans. I'm sorry. I think it's a great game. It's just not my favorite. All right, Majora's Mask 3D. I don't have any issues with the 3DS version of Majora's Mask. I know some people do. They made some changes that people didn't love. I'd probably still put it in S tier. I like it genuinely. I'll put it down here. It genuinely looks really good. I hope it gets like a remake like we're getting later this year with Ocarina of Time that we haven't really seen anything for yet. But we're going to take Ocarina of Time 3D and also throw it in here. It's also really good. Four Swords Anniversary. We're going to put it right next to Four Swords. I don't actually know how different it is. I can't remember. If it is, that's on me. I can't actually remember. I know I've played it. Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I've played this, but it's just gonna make. I'm just gonna put it down here because I'm just gonna include it with Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time 3D up here. It's great. I mean, but it doesn't. It's just gonna make the S tier even more crowded. So we're gonna put it in unplayed/unknown for now. A Link to the Past plus Four Swords. They're both already on the board. You know what? It's a great bundle. S tier. Link's Awakening DX. We're gonna put that right here between Link's Awakening and Link's Awakening Nintendo Switch. Hyrule Warriors. I love Hyrule Warriors. A tier. Definitive Edition. We don't need to put the other ones in here. Oh my goodness. I feel like I should have done more research. Okay. What's up? Cadence of Hyrule. That's just the 3DS version, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, we don't need to put that in there. Hyrule Warriors, I'm putting it in A tier. Cadence of Hyrule, this game's awesome. A tier. Link's... I talked a lot about this in my other video going over my Switch library, but it's really cool. It's like Nintendo gave the Zelda IP to an indie studio to use, and they made a rhythm game. It's like a Zelda game, but like rhythm. It's really cool. The music in it is also peak. I say peak a lot, apparently. It's really good. Definitely play it if you haven't. I think it's pretty cheap, too. So if you haven't played it, it's definitely worth playing if you like rhythm games and you like Zelda. Link's Crossbow Training. S tier. No, I'm just kidding. We can put it in D. It's pretty shallow, but it's fun. It's better than Phantom Hourglass. I'd rather play Link's Crossbow Training than Phantom Hourglass. Game & Watch. I'm gonna put that in unknown because I think that's just Zelda 1, isn't it? The Zelda Game & Watch. Is that all of them? Why do I feel like something's missing? Something is missing. There's no Tears of the Kingdom on here. Uh-oh. We're gonna pause real quick so I can add Tears of the Kingdom on here. Okay, we're back. I added Echoes of Wisdom and Tears of the Kingdom because those are important. I know there are some other ones that aren't on here, like the Age of Calamity and the Hyrule Warriors games, basically. I don't think they need to be on here. I didn't even know this Hyrule Warriors was on here. It's a great game. I'm gonna include it because it was on here. However, I don't think I need to add those ones. I also don't like them that much, so they wouldn't be that high up. Sorry to spoil that. Echoes of Wisdom. Where are you at, Echoes of Wisdom? It's kind of a hard one for me. I do like it. I need to play it again, though. I think I'm going to put it in B tier for now. It's good. I really like it. I like that you play as Zelda. I think that's so cool. But I need to play it again. I can't, like... I need to play it again. Tears of the Kingdom. S tier. I'm going to put it behind Breath of the Wild. I think it's objectively the better game between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. However, if I had to choose one to go back and play, it'd be Breath of the Wild, I think. Just the whole, like, man, if you were a Nintendo fan in the Wii U era, it was brutal, and you were just clinging on to the hope of Zelda Wii U, which ended up being Breath of the Wild. So I just have a lot of nostalgia for Breath of the Wild, I think. Even though I think Tears of the Kingdom is technically, objectively the better game. I would rather play Breath of the Wild again. So I'm going to put Breath of the Wild slightly ahead of Tears of the Kingdom, but they're both S tier. Let's review this and see if we want to move anything, because I feel like A and S are a little bloated. But you know what? That just shows you how good the games are. I think I could move Four Swords up too. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Four Swords Adventures in B tier. Twilight Princess. Where do I put you? My heart says B tier, but my brain says A tier. What do I listen to? You know what? I'll put HD in A. How about that? HD's in A, originals in B. I'll do that. I'll split it up. HD is better. We're going to do that. Adventure Link, you can stay in C tier. Phantom Hourglass is definitely staying in B tier, D tier, sorry. Oh my goodness. We have 3 Link's Awakenings up there, which probably isn't necessary, but they're all A tier. Oracle of Ages and Seasons, I think those had to stay in A. I think they're really good. I think you could make a argument that they're B, but I like them, so I'm gonna keep them in A. Cadence of Hyrule, I'm gonna move that to high B, actually. It's a good game. Move it to high B. Original Legend of Zelda, I almost want to put in S tier just because it's where it all began. I'm gonna do that. I think it deserves it. It's where it all began. Let's see. A Link to the Past should be an S tier. Majora's Mask should be an S tier. A Link to the Past plus 4 Swords. That doesn't need to be here because both the games are already on, but it's such a good bundle. We're gonna keep it an S tier. Peak is in the best position possible. Twilight Princess Picross. I have played that, but I'm not gonna do it. I have not played The Legend of Zelda BS. Or whatever the Ancient Stones is. I'm actually not totally sure what that is. Is it just the same as BS, The Legend of Zelda? I know what it is. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. It looks like they're different because they came out in different years. Maybe I'll have to do some research on that. I think that's it. I think that is the definitive Zelda tier list. Please let me know how wrong I am in the comments. Or just let me know what your opinion is. If you think Twilight Princess is #1 Zelda game, I know a lot of people do. It's just not my favorite. And that's just my opinion. It's just, I don't know. There's something about Twilight Princess that I don't love, but I still like. I still like it. I feel like that I need to make sure I'm getting that across. I still like Twilight Princess quite a bit. I know it's one of the more popular Zelda games. It's just not my favorite. I mean, I feel like they tried really hard for it to be like dark, and it's not really that dark. I think it was a reaction to how people originally perceived like Wind Waker when Wind Waker got announced, and everyone was like, that's not what they showed us. And well, you're right, it wasn't. They showed that really cool like GameCube, like it looked like Ocarina of Time, but like in the GameCube graphics, it was like a tech demo. That's what everyone expected, and they didn't do that. So I get the reaction that people had, but I And I still think it's a great game. It's a really long Zelda game. It has so many dungeons and temples in it. Unfortunately, I just don't like most of them. I like some of them. But yeah, that's about it, I think. I don't think I missed any. Besides some spin-offs, I think I got all the main games here, and I got a couple spin-offs too. We're going to call it with that, but thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe, I guess. Bye!